everyone, it's Rachel. I work in the Atlanta office, and I was asked to share my experience with teleworking. So, real quick, I think personally, the biggest benefit of teleworking for me is the benefit of time. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a full-time employee, I'm a freelance writer, I have other family obligations. My mom is pretty recently widowed. So I think, like everyone, sometimes I feel like the demands on my life far exceed my abilities. And being able to transition into a teleworking role has helped free up a lot of that time so that I can utilize it better in more strategic ways. So some of those like personal gains are just things like not feeling like I'm running a household from a cell phone, taking my kids to the bus and picking them up. I have a young son who has special needs, so working from home allows me to maintain structure and routine, which benefits him. I can manage that. I can keep an eye on my fifth grader, make sure he does his homework. My husband works evenings, so we now see each other more than we've ever seen each other. And we used to just like high five in the hallway or pass a kid to the other one and say, I love you, I'm sorry, I don't know why he smells like that, and head on our way. And now we're home more and we can dialogue more and spend more time together. For Interpretech, I think one of the biggest benefits is I don't have a commute, and so that allows me to give back that time and flexibility to the company. I don't feel like I'm at work sacrificing the things at home, nor do I feel like I'm at home sacrificing career. I have the best of both worlds. So I'm not a hard out at 5 p.m. because dinner is a flight of stairs away. So it's not going to throw off the delicate balance of our evening if I stay on the desk and manage any emergency that may come in late. Where before I may have to make like 5 or 10 phone calls to say, hey, I've got to stay another 30 minutes to handle this, or apologetically say I can't stay today. Now it's like, well, yeah, sure I can, because dinner can wait, and I can manage this this last minute item before I hop off for the evening. A couple of the other benefits for Interpretech, I mean, you obviously have the pricey overhead of office space and reducing your carbon footprint, but it limits the interruptions to a normal operating hours. So if you are from Georgia and, for example, you have trace amounts of snow, or worse, the threat of trace amounts of snow, they shut the whole city down because our snowplow, singular, cannot handle it. So that's a disruption to our 24-hour agency. But if you're already working from home and the internet connection's still good and the power's still up, there's no reason why you can't continue on and continue to work. Not to mention, if it's a snow day, you're going to have cancellations, and so that needs to be managed as well. The other big one is actually germs. I mean, sometimes I think that Teams transmits germs because we all tend to get sick at the same time. However, that cannot be proven. I think it doesn't take out, one flu virus doesn't take out a whole department. The other part of that is I can manage my sick hours. If something, my PTO rules are, if it's going to be that distracting to my normal working day, then I'll take the sick day. But if I've got 24 hours of a medication that I would have to stay home for just so I'm not contagious, but I feel fine, then I'm just going to work, and I can save those PTO hours to go to the beach, which is where I would rather be anyway. Increased use of PTO hours for vacation is just going to make more satisfied, better rested employees. So I will trade using PTO for the croup to go to the beach any day of the week. I also think I'm just a better employee working from home. You can have an incredibly highly focused, more strategic, more productive day working from home. I get up and I can actually think through and manage all of the things that are going to happen in the day, and I'm just more prepared to handle them. I work with some of the best employees and teammates I've ever worked from, and not one of us reports to an office every day. It is possible. Not to mention, I am deeply, deeply satisfied as an employee. I know that I've been given a high level of trust to do my best for this company, and I don't want to let anybody down. And if I'm the one that is scheduling out everything that happens in a 24-hour period, I'm going to do the things that are going to work the best for my own environment. I used to not be a proponent of working from home. I used to think I never want to work from home. That is where my children are. I need to get away from them for a little while and do my work. But now that I actually work from home, I just think that it's a much better situation for all of us involved. To sum it up, like, I never want to not work from home. I want to work from home forever. But I think the most